Okay, so Michael, that took a while to appear. It might actually be very laggy as well. Oh, no, I think that's good. Right? Yeah. Hello, everyone. It is currently about 7 minutes past 9, something like that. We're going to investigate until about quarter past, half past-ish 10. Yeah, sorry for the, again, weird timings of streams. But it's just, normal life things. Getting, and just me being tired as well at certain times. Sorry, my head's a bit of a state as well, I've just seen. But yeah, so what I've got set up today, we've got a bit of everything, as you can see through. If I can try and point this white bit here, kind of where I'm trying to trace right here at the end. That is a stand where down here there is a key dangling. You cannot see it very well. You can just about see it on the night vision footage. Because Paranormal Penny Pinchers, Paranormal Group I've been chatting to on here, suggested using a pendulum. They did say to use it instead of the Ouija board, but I'm going to use it as well as the Ouija board, because then I can still disprove Ouija boards, etc. Or debunk certain things about them rather than them as a whole. But yes, I'm using a pendulum as well. I'll hopefully be able to see it in the dark. Hopefully be able to see it on the night vision camera. As far as I'm aware on the camera, looking at it now, I can see it, but I need to try and set up some sort of a white backing so you can see the key, which is dangling off of there, or get some sort of brightly coloured light pendulum. I don't know, something that shows up clearly on a camera, because at the moment the key isn't doing that. And then obviously if it doesn't show up on camera, there's very little point in me having it set up, because then I could be like, oh my god, the pendulum's moving. But then on the camera you'll be like, what pendulum? I don't see a pendulum. So yeah, even though if it is in shot, it's a hard thing to spot. Right now it's not moving at all though. I doubt it will move, but we will see. So I've got the pendulum set up. I've got candles which I'm going to light up. I've got the bear as well, which I'm going to switch on and light up. And obviously I've got the night vision footage which is going to be going, and I will be switching off the lights, and we will start the investigation. Probably in like 5-10 minutes is when we'll actually start. Because it usually takes me about that long to set up everything. So I'll get to setting everything up now, and we will see what happens if my screen rotates on here. Then I can set up Spirit Talker, and I'll have that playing while I'm setting up as well. I need to make sure I go through the Spirit Talker files to name them the actual days, because I've not named them the actual days yet. Also, sorry if my nose makes weird noises. I've got a bit of a cold still, which I've had this cold since kind of the 2nd of October, I think, and it has not completely gone away yet. So I'll set up Spirit Talker. That's down there. So I've got pendulum here. Might not show up on the camera. Hopefully will show up on night vision camera. I'm not too sure. So I'm going to switch on the night vision camera. Hopefully there'll be no issues with setting that up. Yep, that's all good and going. So night vision is on. Hopefully everything's in the shot there. Quickly plug in the plasma ball as well to provide more energy for the spirits if needed. I have switched on the cat ball already, which I've got. Hopefully I won't kick my Fanta. There we go. Put that on full volume. So Spirit Talker is now on. Night vision camera is now recording. Facebook Live is going. And yeah, time to light candles. The room is somewhat cluttered now with this table in the middle of it. Get that out of the way. Immediately one candle's gone out. Again, with these candles going out, I'm sure they don't last for 3 hours. Come on. So this is 3 candles right at the start of the investigation I'm replacing. Oh no, 4 candles I'm replacing. Come on, that one should light.
Never.
Yeah, still 4 that need lighting. Never, I think that's just said. Yep, never. Would you like to elaborate on that, Spirit? This had like a really strong smell of like old cheese. So I don't know if candles smell of old cheese, but you know, that is a smell which I just experienced. Oh, also important to note for the live stream, last night I was woken up. I say woken up, I was going to sleep, kind of between 2 and 3. And then there were 3 loud knocks which occurred beside my hammock where I sleep at 5 to 3 in the morning. So important thing to note there. Because obviously I didn't investigate this morning at 3 o'clock. But yeah, 5 to 3 in the morning, 3 loud knocks happened. Could have been next door. It was from the direction I usually hear next door from. But it was strange because I didn't hear any other noises from next door, like talking, etc. It was just 3 loud knocks, and then that was that. Right, bear is set up. That's in there. I might eat some food as well while I'm investigating. Don't know whether or not that was a spirit touching me there, but yeah, I've got these little donuts which are like very...
Little boy around you.
Little boy around me. Okay, right, I'll tilt that a little bit more. There we go. Now you can properly see the bear. Right, this is the bear. You can properly see all of that. Hello to the little boy that may be around me. I've just put a bear out for you. I'm actually going to move that a little bit further back so that then there's no way I can be accidentally lighting it up. Don't know whether or not the heat from the candle's going to affect it. The candle isn't particularly close, but if there's a little boy, please touch the bear. Make it light up. There you go, so everything is set up and good. Hopefully you can see on the night vision roughly here I have a key dangling down. I could do with replacing it with some sort of light up thing. Just received a message from someone. There you go, sorted that. But yeah, key dangling down. I could do with something just with like a light or something of a different colour, because of that white string with like a key at the end. Just use this pendulum, and I'm aware unless there is a white background you cannot see it. Hopefully you can see it in night vision. I doubt it.
Dead don't rest.
Dead don't rest. I think you said that before, Spirit. Right. I'm going to crack into these donuts because I'm a bit hungry. I ate some food a fair bit of time ago. Like a good 5 hours ago. I had some sandwiches and Scotch eggs and things, but you know when you just like, I need a snack. So I'm going to eat a couple of donuts. Now, I did eat a bag of these yesterday and they disappointed me so much.
I'm afraid to talk.
You're afraid to talk? Don't be afraid to talk, Spirit. Don't be afraid. I mean, look, how much more of a relaxed atmosphere can you get, you know, with me eating donuts? Thank you very much, Spirit, for lighting up the bear. If that was you. Thank you very much. See, look, again, the coincidental timing. It says I'm afraid to talk as I'm reassuring the Spirit, the bear then lights up. Could be settling it up. Thank you very much, Spirit. If that was you lighting up the bear again, can you light up the other side of the bear, or maybe the arm? If that is you. Thank you very much, Spirit. If that is you lighting up the leg again.
My family.
Can you light up the arm, or maybe the other leg of the bear? Can you do any of that? If it was you, Spirit? I really appreciate if you have just lit up that leg, but can you light up the other leg? Thank you very much again if you just lit up that leg, but can you light up this leg here that I'm pointing to, the other side of the bear? Can you light up that side? Now, anyone who's been watching these investigations will know that bear hasn't lit up much. It's lit up a bit more the past few days, but not to that extent. That was 3 lighting ups in a row. You know, I strongly advise...
The chair of torture.
The chair of torture, okay. If anyone ever gets these Halos donuts, definitely get the chocolate orange ones. The chocolate ones are... They've got no taste to them. And it's just like eating air. It's just... Chocolate orange ones, at least, even though it's like eating air, at least you've got the chocolate orange taste there. It's a good taste. Good taste. Yeah, so, there was someone who commented about the bear, who said, because it's just lit up 3 times in a row on the leg, and they said, if the bear or the cat balls light up, oh, one of my candles is going out as well, if they light up, it's because there's a little ball bearing in a tray, and that's placed at a particular angle where the ball bearing has just fallen probably because of gravity, and as a result, that's caused it to either move or to light up. Now, if that was the case, why has it gone off 3 times? Because surely the ball bearing would fall, that would trigger it to light up. So maybe initial movement caused it to trigger, and then it landing caused it to fall again, right? Why would it land a 3rd time? Because in theory it's still then. And why a bit after, you know? Again, skeptical point of view, same battery I've been using for the past 15 days or however long it's been. So it could be the battery going. However, I've not been using the bear that much. Surely the bear isn't using any of the battery's power, right? I could do with a device, and this is something to look into, a device where I can plug the battery into it and it tells me how much charge is left on the battery. Because then it's like after investigations like this one, I can then, once the investigation's wrapping up, I can then have lights on things, plug it into this device, and then call. Interesting. But then I can plug it into the device and it'll tell me how because I can be like, oh yeah, it's on low charge, or oh no, it's fully charged still. But yeah, but it wouldn't have that effect, would it? If it was low on battery, that's more like faulty product with the bear. But I've been using the bear for the past 15 days. It hasn't moved from this spot, aside from me just picking it up to put batteries in. Okay. So I've not damaged the bear anyway. And that leg is not the leg the other day that I said was sensitive. That near leg, this one that I'm like pointing to, which you probably can't see that I'm pointing to, because it's dark and you can't see the bear on the night vision.
We have spoke before.
You spoke before? Okay, what's your name then, Spirit, if we've spoken before? But that near leg was the one where I determined that was the more sensitive one. So why is the other leg lighting up? And if it's anything to do with my own vibrations, why is it the other leg lighting up? Because the other leg's further away from me. So surely any vibrations I'm causing will be triggering the near side of the bear, not the far side of the bear, if that makes sense. And look, I'm moving around now. I've not moved around in an extreme way. You'll see on the night vision footage I haven't. And look, with this movement now, that's quite extreme, right? And it's not lit up. Big creep from right in front of me then. Right, I'm going to replace this candle because this candle has gone out. Oh no, 2 candles have gone out. Oh, I'm knocking the pendulum. Everything's going haywire. This is when I'm probably going to upset my hair on fire. So yeah, if you're watching the live stream, you'll now be able to see, well not the live stream, if you're watching the night vision footage, you might be able to see the pendulum swinging. That's what I'm on about with the pendulum. It's just a key on a rope. I've just knocked the table, hence why it's swinging. Nothing paranormal there yet. And look, I've just put a candle down on the floor, felt the vibrations with my hand, which were a bit of a distance away from the bear, and the bear hasn't lit up. Oh my god, I'm knocking everything. Like I said, the room with this pendulum setup is really cluttered. Because because I've got the plasma ball, I've got the bear, I've got a ring of candles, I've got a mirror, I've got this big table with a key on the top of it. Pull. You can pull the pendulum if you want, Spirit. That's the point of it being there. Again, big creak. Could just be weather. Could be weather. Because you know it is October, the weather's going a bit downhill in the UK, so could be weather. Move those back a little bit. Phenomena. See, and then you've got the spirit saying, oh no, it's phenomena. It's like, alright, if it's phenomena, then you can do stuff. I've moved the plasma ball a bit closer to the bear as well. It's important to note, because at first the plasma ball, I think that's on the, yeah, that's on the screen. I don't know whether or not it's blocking. I don't think it'll be blocking the board, right? No, it's not. Yeah. It's just because of perspective and things, I'm not too sure. Right, I'm going to stop the key. As best as I can. There we go. Right, Spirit, if you can move the key, that would be fantastic. Because that's just dangling there. Yeah, the key is currently above the plasma ball, so as the plasma ball is in shot, hopefully the key is as well. At the moment, an important message. Right, I'm just going to quickly reply to this message. Thompson was just spoken. There you go, so it's just said Thompson. Put that down there. See, I should mention as well, it said call earlier. I found that interesting, because I did say interesting at the time, because about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, about 7 o'clock, I was supposed to be on a call with a friend. But then that friend got a lot of anxiety, so couldn't call, and they didn't confirm that until about 8:15-ish. So that's why I say it's interesting I said call. Just because, again, me projecting onto it, potentially. Or maybe the spirit actually meant that, I don't know.
Police.
Police? That's the first time it said police. What about the police, Spirit? You know what? If these didn't have the sprinkles on them, they'd be really nice. They're not at all filled, it's just eating air, but one of these bags are like healthy donuts. You know, they say, ooh,
Hell.
hell? Alright. Yeah, it's like 90 calories per donut. You know, anything which says that on a packet, you know it's not going to be like eating a donut. Anything which talks about calories is basically fake food. That's how I view it. Yeah, that crinkling you can hear is just me wrapping up my donut bag. Right, come on, Spirit. You've legged the bear a couple of times. Can you do it again? Because the leg did light up 3 times earlier. There. So please tell them there. You tell me where hell is, with saying hell on them there, hell where, you know? Those donuts are very Moorish. Same with the pendulum. Because I've got that set up, another creek kind of in front of me. Could be weather, could be out, could be next door, you know. I'm just comparing it to previous investigations, right? I've done it even in the nighttime investigations before, and I didn't hear any creaks. At least not notable ones. Whereas these ones, I was like, that's a notable creek. Could just be middle of October, weather is going downhill, it's getting a lot colder, a lot windier, rainier, you know, that kind of thing. Could be causing the house to creak, there is a chimney opposite me. Could be frightening things with that, you know? I need to get another drink soon. I'm going to be out of Fanta. I'm really hoping my tablet doesn't do the annoying thing it did, I think it was last session. Affair. This is saying weird words. Weird words today, Spirit. Why are you saying strange things? Is it, can you move the pendulum? Or can you move the planchette on the board to a particular letter? Strangled? That is something you've said before, Spirit. Who was strangled? Can you give me a name? No, I should probably start from basics with these investigations, shouldn't I? So yeah, let's do that. Let's do it a slightly different way. Hello, Spirit. My name is Daniel. What is your name? Oh, one moment. Again, important message coming through. Hello, Alice. I had said my name is Alice last time. Can you tell me more about yourself, Alice? Nanny. Okay. Adult. Stacey. Okay, it's in loads of words, and I'm going to put this down. Right, so then I'm not interfering in anything in case it's going to stop vibrations. So it's said strangled Alice, Nanny, Adel, and Stacey. I just had some important messages coming through, so I had to just answer those. Susan? Saying a lot of stuff. So I asked what the name was, right? And then they said Alice. Okay, let's take it back a bit, Spirit. So I'm going to talk to Alice, okay? Alice, how old are you? I know it said nanny, I know it said adult. So are you an adult? Or are you a child, Alice? Because on a previous, wasn't it? Was it Taylor that said she was 7? I'm not sure. Oops, 1 moment.
We are watching you all.
We are watching you all.
Virginia.
Okay, so Susan, we're watching you all, and Virginia. That's a random one to say as well. Random things for you to say, Spirit.
Nurse.
Nurse. Okay, so Alice, Nanny, Stacey, Susan, we're watching all Virginia, nurse. Is Alice a nurse? Or a nanny of some sort?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Okay, it said that name before in this location. Spirit, can you light up the bear again? And sorry, I'm on my tablet. For anyone watching on the night vision camera, I've just got some important messages coming through. Because as I've said in previous streams, I've got a lot of stuff planned for this weekend, with being my birthday weekend. Because I've said that the streams might get a bit inconsistent, let's say, for those days. Because it's very busy. So I'll stream Friday early morning. I don't know about Saturday. Sunday, more or less, is guaranteed no stream. Unless I stream in the morning, which is a possibility. But otherwise, there probably won't be a Sunday stream. And then Monday, I might be able to stream in the afternoon or early morning. It depends, because I've got people staying over the weekend, so if they don't want to do investigating, then I can't do any investigating, because one of them will be staying in this room.
The chair of torture.
The chair of torture, yeah, they're going to be sleeping on the chair of torture. That's a funny time instead, that's funny time. Yeah, one of them will be sleeping in this room, the other upstairs. You know, the person who's sleeping in this room, I've got candles in the middle of it, the chair pulls out into a sofa bed. I'm not going to be able to investigate if that's happening. So, or at least I'm not going to be able to investigate like how I'm currently investigating, it will just be purely with the word list down. So yeah, it depends. And they might not be on camera and things, you know, and it's a small room, so they're going to have to either confine themselves upstairs, which I don't want them to do, or they shouldn't be on camera. I suppose they could maybe hide in that corner and put lights off, but you know, it's one of them. It depends on that. And then then things should, I think, get back to normal Tuesday, I think. Yeah, but Sunday is the only day, regardless of whether or not they want to be involved in the investigations and streaming, Sunday is the only day where I'm like, there probably won't be a stream. Because, or at least not from here, because I'm not here, I am elsewhere. I probably won't get back until at least 11 at night, at least, so... You know.
I buried down the road.
You buried down the road, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Because he thinks my friends stop messaging. There you go. Okay, can you say specifically where you're buried, Spirit? Can you say where you're buried? Or can you tell me more about this chair of torture? You've said that twice. I think you said it on previous investigations as well. But yeah, so Sunday, I'd be interested. I might be able to do some really interesting streams, you know. Might be able to do interesting streams. Like Sunday early morning, I might be able to do a really interesting stream. Invoke. Okay. Because of the location I'll be at. It's not a kind of hired out specifically for this location, I should clarify. It is birthday weekend, kind of on holiday for the weekend. So, but it is a haunted location, or at least it's said to be haunted. I don't think I can find anything online about it regarding it being haunted, but apparently it is haunted. So, yeah. And it was somewhere I investigated last year as well, when staying over for my birthday. Obviously didn't film it and things, but yeah. So chances are I'll probably still do word list, because I can still do that regardless. It just won't be... Yeah, so I'll still do an investigation each day, I just might not film it each day. Yeah, that's probably the plan. That's probably the plan.
You have nightmares.
Incorrect, Spirit. I mean, obviously, okay, but I don't have proper nightmares. I have very vivid dreams. For instance, last night I had a very vivid dream about meeting many of the doctors from Doctor Who. Like a lot of them. I remember it was like some sort of restaurant-y type place, and there was an upstairs to it, and you could like clearly see down there are stairs which go up and kind of curve around to like the top floor, and yeah, they were all just walking down, and I just like one or two, and I was like, hang on a minute, they're from Doctor Who, and I was like, oh my god, they're all the doctors from Doctor Who. Sun, as in S-U-N. I was like, oh my god, they're all the doctors from Doctor Who, and then I was straight away, because David Tennant's my favourite of the doctors, I was like, wait, where's David Tennant? I've not seen him yet. And then I was like, oh, David Tennant's still upstairs, he's still waiting to come down. And then I was like, what? And then, so I went over, and I saw no one was like guarding the stairs, so I was like, oh, can I go up the stairs? And then I went up the stairs, and I can't remember whether it was up there, but I just remember this bizarre adventure happening, where I just remember you go to like this big pipe, like Mario style to somewhere, and it was all out of whack with time. So I followed him into this pipe, and then ended up emerging from it. And I was like, "Well, I can't see him anyway. He was right in front of me." And then it was just this beach, and I can't remember much about it. But yeah, and then he turned up way later on, and he was like, "Oh yeah, everyone's just right." I was like, "Well, I arrived ages ago, and you were in front of me." I was like, "What?" It was weird. So yeah, so I don't have nightmare spirit. I don't have nightmares. I have very weird dreams. But yeah.
Almost.
And then almost has just been spoken. What time is it? Because I started what? It's 10 past and it's quarter to. Spent a good half hour then just basically chatting to a friend on my tablet. Been completely ignoring you, Spirit. So, I don't... Yeah, okay, that candle's kind of going out. Again, with these candles, these are new candles. They are supposed to last 3.5 hours. They don't. They last an hour. Which, you know, if it lasted like... Nicola has just been spoken. If it lasted like 2.5, 3 hours, I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. But they're going out every session. There are some candles where I'm like, I'm sure I swapped that out at the start of the thing. Yeah, it is how it is. Is your name Nicola? I think a lot of names today, a lot of female names. I've noticed a common trend here that it seems to say far more female names than male names, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but
She scares people.
she scares people. Okay, can you say the name of the woman who scares people? Because I don't know whether or not that's Nicola. Like she's going, oh Nicola, Nicola, she scares people. So can you say the name of the woman who scares people, Spirit? You're absolutely fine to repeat her name if you wanted, but yeah, can you say who it is that scares people? Who is the woman who scares people? What is her name? Just focus on that detail, Spirit. And focus on that detail. I don't think it is. Right. Like I say, Spirit, the next word I want to be a female name of whoever it is that scares people. Because I know you can do it.
Let's play the game.
Let's play a game. Right, what game would you like to play? If you want to change topic like that, you've got to tell me what game you'd like to play. Fire. Right, let's put it over here. Boom. Come on, Spirit. What game would you like to play? I'm assuming that noise was outside. I heard like kind of like the back of a van being lifted. Which sounds like, I'm assuming it's outside, but I don't know, because it also sounds like something driving along the floor, like, yeah, like that kind of noise, like, that was a creak from right up there, from opposite me. Oh, it's cold today. It's cold. What game, Spirit? Come on, I want you to say either the game you'd like to play, or the name of the woman that scares people. One of those two things. I know you can say it, because you've been saying a lot of female names, so you can definitely say a female name to answer who scares people.
Presence beyond mirror.
Presence beyond mirror. Is the woman who scares people the presence beyond the mirror? I don't know. Could be, could be. Again, interesting to see if there's any kind of correlation between a particular narrative being spoken and me having the mirror out in front of me. Because I don't think I left it long enough, probably, to see a clear pattern, but... Again, just the fact that it said she scares people, that is spoken, what, every single session at this point? Every single investigation, I'm sure it says that. I'm sure of it. And surely that's a strange thing, right? To be like, right, I can guarantee, out of the probably 1,000 things it can say, in the next 100 words, it's gonna say something regarding like a woman scaring people. That's at least a 1 in 10 chance. Right? If you look at it from that point of view, one word being spoken throughout an investigation. Maybe. Although, you know, it's saying like, probably. Yeah, because if it says, I don't know what the probabilities are, because it says 50 words in investigation max, I think. Depending on how long the investigation goes on for. So if it's an hour-long investigation, I think it says about 50 words.
Mary.
Okay, is Mary the person who scares people? Because at the moment, it's looking at being either Nicola or Mary. Which again, looking back on past footage, I'm going to analyse word lists and see if I can pick out, which I probably will look at the name spoken before and the name spoken after, and be like, right, here are my 2 candidates for that session, and then see if there's a repeated name coming up. And again, look throughout the footage and see whether or not I've been like, right, is this the person? But I think Geraldine may have been a potential right for one of them. But if there's one particular name that's always been said, pretty much next to she scares people, then yeah, that's going to be the name. That's going to be the person. But it is weird that I can guarantee it'll say, because I am that confident in it.
Alone.
Alone? Is Mary alone? Yeah, I'm alone, but I don't know. But yeah, because it's what, like 1 out of 50. So already, looking at it as a sole investigation, you're saying, right, I can guarantee 1 out of 50 is going to be that. So 1 in... Oh, thank you very much, Spirit, if you just lit up the bear. But you can see that lighting up. You can see on the stream, that's the top arm on the near side of the bear that's just lit up, not the light, but the arm. I don't think I nudged the Ouija board. You know what? I'm gonna nudge the Ouija board now. There you go. Just nudge the Ouija board. It didn't light up. And that was significantly more than I would have nudged it if I did nudge it unknowingly. When I say nudge the Ouija board, I mean like the case the Ouija board's on, just to for low vibrations, etc. From me moving. And like I said, I moved around significantly earlier. That was a terrifying noise. That sounded kind of like a firework. I don't know. That was weird. That firework going off that woo kind of noise. It was weird. I'm not very good at it. Again, loud creak in that direction. Towards kind of the bookshelf type thing that I've got over there. Weird noises happening.
I feel free now.
You feel free now? Cool. Can you light up the bear again? Because I think you've been lighting up the bear a bit more, haven't you? You've lit up the bear, the leg 3 times potentially, and the arm once, and I've not touched that arm. I haven't touched it. I've not touched the bear since putting it out about half an hour ago. So that's well beyond the settling period. And like you say, you could argue, the skeptical reasonings of, oh, the bear's lit up because of the ball bearing, because of the settling period. It's been half an hour. I haven't touched that bear. And there's no clear vibrations, right? There's no strong draft. There's not even a draft, really. I mean, there's a bit of something, as I've mentioned previously, but I can't feel a draft. I can feel cold air, but I can't feel a draft. I've got a pendulum set up. That's not moving. So there is no strong draft to budge the key at all. So that's not going to be sent off the bear. I can see no bugs on it or anything like that. Sid has just been spoken. So it's not going to be any bugs. Can't see that. It's not going to be that. Could be like within the bear maybe, but unlikely. There's no clear source of vibrations. I'm sitting on a blanket on this floor, so already the blanket's going to be cushioning any vibrations from me. Because I don't even just sit on the blanket, I fold the blanket over to make it thicker.
Do you feel me?
Do I feel you? No, I feel cold, but it's a cold room, Spirit. So I don't quite know if that's you, and I can't feel anyone grabbing or anything like that. So no, Spirit, I can't feel you. But yeah, so, and with it being the arm of the bear, I'm like, if it was a leg, direct connection to the floor, feels the floor's vibrations, but with an arm, and the leg doesn't go off, Can you make their light up again, Spirit? And again, like I say, it could be the battery, but the bear hasn't been lighting up much, and I'd like to think the battery isn't being drained while just the bear is doing nothing, right? It's like TV remotes. TV remotes, the batteries in them last ages, because you don't use a TV remote often. You use it to change the channel, but it's not like the battery is being drained while it's just sitting there in the remote. It only is drained when the remote is drawing power from it. The bear is not drawing power, therefore the battery is fine. But like I say, it's not lighting up constantly. It's not at the point, figure? It appears bigger fun, Spirit. It's not at the point where I'm like, you know what? It's like earlier on when it lit up 3 times in quick succession with a leg. That was borderline, is it malfunctioning? If it would have just kept on going, then I'd been like, right, I'm going to swap out the battery. It hasn't done that. That leg hasn't lit up since. The other side of the bear, which is what I was asking for the spirit to light up when the leg was doing that, has lit up since. Could have been a delayed response to me saying, could you light up the other side of the bear, right? And I think I might have put emphasis, I don't know for sure without watching back the footage, but I think I may have put emphasis on the arm in particular for it to light up. the spirit at the time may have been spending the last 20 minutes or so trying to light up that arm. Because line up the bear, like the leg 3 times in quick succession could have drained it of its energy. It needed a bit of build up. Boom, there's the arm. So in theory, another 20 minutes, about 10 past, the bear might light up again. If that is a correct theory. So Spirit, if you can try and light up the bear again, that would be fantastic. It has been maybe closer to half an hour, so you know, you'd have the argument of maybe it needed more time, but you know, we'll see. Guest? Well, there are us talking about guests staying over for the weekend. Come on, Spirit. You can do some stuff. You can move the bear, or light up the bear. Right? You can take your time with it. To some point within the next 20 minutes or so.
Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit. Creaking on the door, but then metal clanging outside. Yeah, it sounds like it's windy. It sounds like bad weather outside. And like I said, it's cold. So I'm thinking a lot of the noises that I'm going to be hearing this session will just be weather. Same for the next session, because I'm going to probably do a session at 3 in the morning. So again, that's probably going to be down to weather, any noises I hear then. Come on, Spirit. Can you move the key at all? I've got a key hanging down from here. If you make that move from side to side, that'll be fantastic. I'll just give it a good knock, you know? Just hit the key, make it sway.
My lungs collapsed.
Again, just heard. Move. It might have been the case. I don't know. Yeah, because I just heard as if like the board just like slid, or the whole case just slid, but pushed against the floor. Slid.
Wood.
My lungs collapsed in wood. I don't know, because like my knee, basically the case isn't locked right now, so you've got the latches sticking out, and my knee did go against one of the latches. Oh, is that it? Okay, it could just be my knee on the latch. I probably need to lock this case in future sessions just to make sure that I'm not accidentally budging the case. Lisa? Hello, Lisa, if you're here. If you could light up the bear, that would be fantastic. I'm just going to light up this candle. Because again, there was a point earlier on in the session where I was lighting candles and the bear didn't go off, even though I placed the candle down. I had my hand kind of here-ish, and I could feel the vibration on this hand, but the bear didn't light up, and the bear was closer. So I'm like, bit of a weird one. I'm gonna put that down, I'm gonna put that over here. There we go. Probably shouldn't have eaten those there today. I need some proper food. I've got a couple of pasties in the fridge. So it's like, after this session, I should switch on the oven and I should eat some pasties. But I've eaten some donuts. So it's like, even though they're like eating air, I'm like, you know what? They do leave you feeling like you don't want any more food.
Full.
Pull? I thought I said full then, and I was like, oh my god. But no, it's pull. You can pull the key. Pull the key, make it swing. Put it in a little. No. Again, you're gonna need to properly knock it, Spirit. Like, properly make it swing, because, you know, the dark and the candlelight, it plays tricks on your eyes with shadows and things, so unless I see it properly swinging, it could just be perspective, you know, like me accidentally like moving from side to side, like, oh my god, it's moving. So you're gonna have to properly knock that key, Spirit. You're gonna properly have to move that key in order for me to think that it's you that's moved it. Like, properly make it swing. If you light up the bear again, that'll be fantastic. What day is it? I was like the 17th, 16th, 17th, something like that. Or on day 16, so day 17 technically. I think.
No.
Which is like, ooh, interesting how many relevant words it's saying, and now it's just kind of died off a bit. Come on, Spirit, light up the bear, move the key. The cat ball on the side, which you probably can't see anymore because of this being lit up, you can light up the cat ball.
Go left.
Go left, the cat ball is to my left. So I'm looking at it now, you can light it up. I can't see anything down there.
Fallen.
Fallen. You see, that's interesting because one of the cat balls fell and it just said fallen, as I'm saying about the cat balls. So it didn't fall during the session, I dropped it at the other session, but it's a bit of a reach, but you can make that cat ball fall if you want.
Answer.
Answer. Maybe like, oh, I've been new, I don't know. What would you like to answer? You've not asked me a question. I've been asking you questions. Are you saying you've given an answer to something? Yeah, we'll go for another 10 minutes. That is like a fly or something. Feels like I'm bitten on my neck.
Thomas.
Thomas. First male name that's been set for this session. Okay, can you tell me more about Thomas?
James.
James. Can you tell me more about James? Can you tell me more about James or Thomas? Interesting, it hasn't said anything about the dolls. Can you say something about the dolls, Spirit? Because you said that last session, I think. I think it was last session. You said about dolls, I think you said the dolls are watching, and the dolls move, I think were the two things you'd said.
Shadow.
Shadow. You can appear as a shadow if you want, Spirit. You can do that. Can you tell me about the dolls? Right, I think we're at that point in the investigation where I'm going to sit here, cross my legs, and I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to be quiet for the space of 3 words. During that time, you can light up the bear, you can light up the cat ball, you can move the key, you can move the planchette on the board if you really want to. But yeah, after the next word you say, I'll be quiet for the space of 3 words.
Boat. My body is close by. Stay and talk. When.
Okay, there we go. So that is all the words. It said, my body is close by, stay and talk, and when. Important thing to know, after boat was spoken, there was a creak. After stay and talk was spoken, there was a loud creak in front of me. I think the creak after boat was also in front of me. Orb has just been spoken. So that'll be interesting to see on the night vision footage if an orb has just appeared. It has said that before, I think. But this is the second time during the last however many days it's been. And also, around the time it said when, there was like a knock or a creak or something, I can't remember specifically, as this was distracted by orb from that wall. Kind of sounded like someone standing on one of the stairs. That kind of, I think it was a thud. I'm not too sure how to describe it, but there was a noise then. I'll have to watch it back, see what can be caught on the camera, what isn't caught on the camera. I don't know any of it's going to be caught. or if only some of it's going to be caught. But yeah, all of it might, I don't know. So that was interesting. It's approaching 1:15 now, according to that clock. I was really worried from over there. I just looked at the Facebook live stream and I thought I could see a figure, but instead what I was seeing is the clamp that is holding the key. Because I could just see this white shape in the middle, and I was like, wait, what is that? And I was like, oh yeah, it's that clamp. So it's good that you can see the clamp on the stream, I suppose, but yeah, can't really see anything else. Yeah, so we'll give it another moment. Is there anything else you want to say, Spirit?
I was hung.
You were hung. Interesting that it said that, as I was saying about the key being hung from the clamp, right? That was pretty close proximity that it was saying that. Again, important point to note. Resting my finger on the planchette. Taste. So yeah, resting my finger on the planchette just jumped. Like not lifted off the thing, but I'll see if I can replicate it. It felt like this. Very, very slow swivel movement. Well, not slow, quick movement like that. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera, but that's what I felt. And I don't know if it was just I relaxed my hand and it caused it to go to the right, and because it was an unexpected movement, it may have only moved a tiny bit, but then it felt like it moved a lot. But yeah, I felt the planchette move just then, just a teensy bit. Teensy bit. Throw? Please throw something. Throw something, Spirit. If you want to move anything, move the key. I've set up a key dangling from there specifically for you to hit into it. Also, I don't want to like try and do much because it will cause a draft which will budge it, but get on, Spirit. You can do it. Or light up the bear again, because you've done good with the bear so far. You said what, 4 times today? It's definitely increased, definitely pointing towards something being to the 28-day cycle if this continues. Like if the bear has gone from not lighting up at all throughout the first 10 investigations to suddenly lighting up here or there to suddenly, oh, it's lighting up now in 4 times an investigation. Maybe the next one lights up 4 times again, maybe the foot. It's got that increase in activity, right? And like I said, this isn't haunting, okay? This is 1 out of 10 in regards to haunting. Yeah, look at the results again. It's very, very small. Very, very, very small results. It's not at all your typical what you'd expect from an investigation, right? If you watch paranormal films and things, you'd be like, oh, but the key hasn't moved, but the bear hasn't been consistent lining up, but the ball hasn't fallen off, but the Ouija board, the planchette hasn't moved. That will be your argument. But
People are scared of us.
people are scared of you. Yes, they are. If they watch horror films, they are indeed. See, somewhat relevant to what I was saying. But don't worry, I am not scared of you, Spirit. I am not scared of you at all, so you needn't be worried. You? I am not worried. I am not scared about you. I am scared of you, Spirit. Not at all. Now, is that you correcting yourself? When it's saying people are scared of us, it's specifically, no, you're scared. I'm not scared of you. At all. Nothing you could do will scare me. I've heard various noises, haven't been scared. If the key moved, I wouldn't be scared. The bear has lit up, I've not been scared. The planchette may have moved, I wasn't scared. I've heard my bag fall in the kitchen on previous investigation, like months ago, and I was not scared. You can make that happen again if you wanted. I don't know where it is now, but there's even a little toy car here which you can push off that box if you wanted.
I've been here 1,000 years.
I'm sure it said that before. You've been here 1,000 years. Do you have a name? A really weird thing with my vision there. Like this long white shape just kind of emerged from the side. I don't expect to be caught on camera. I do think this is a mental thing. But yeah, a long white shape just kind of emerged from the side and disappeared. This is what I've just seen. But again, I don't trust these things. Candlelit room. doing this. I'm not trusting what I'm seeing. And it's late. I haven't had a proper nap. I had like maybe a 40-minute nap or something, but nothing proper. Okay, it's now 15:15. Cool. So, Spirit, I'm going to let you say 2 more words. Another creak from over there. 2 more words. Again, could be weather. 2 more words. Can one of those be goodbye? It'd be great if you could say goodbye in one of your next 2 words spoken. Get my hands in my dressing gear. Obviously, I'm not going to say goodbye on the Ouija board. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave portals to be open because that's what we're aiming to do at this point.
I'm losing energy.
You're losing energy. Well, don't worry, Spirit. The session's coming to an end. So for the next word, please use all of your remaining energy to either light up the bear or to say goodbye. I'll leave it up to you. Either light up the bear or say goodbye. It'd be brilliant though if you could say goodbye. This is something I've been pushing for you doing. Because if I can get this saying goodbye consistently, at the time I'm like, you know what, let's end it. Oh, you've botched it. You've said James instead. To be fair, it's a repeated name. Alright. Goodbye, James. Goodbye. I will leave it there. Goodbye. There we go. Yeah, I was like, ah. So that's gone for about an hour now. Ooh, falling over. I'm going to switch on the light. Ooh. But yeah, so I will do another investigation later on. I'll split that around so you can actually see what we can see. There you go, because this is lower down. That's why I have to kind of crouch like this. I'm going to do an investigation probably at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we will see. I think the bear's currently lighting up, isn't it? Yeah, the bear lighting up then was probably because I just sat down. Ooh, a notification came up on there, so I don't know whether or not that's going to switch off in a moment from battery issues. I've just taken the battery out of the bear for anyone watching the Facebook Live. But yeah, so thank you very much on YouTube for watching the footage of this investigation. Hopefully you've seen some interesting stuff. I don't know whether or not you've seen interesting stuff. I'm aware that there have been a few orb-like things in previous videos, so hopefully one of those appeared when it said orb. That would have been good. Or anything to do with shadow and things, you know. And hopefully, I don't know whether you can see the key very well. I think you can just about see it. It's hard to tell, but it didn't move as far as I could see, so it doesn't really matter too much there. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and I will see you at 3 in the morning. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye-bye on the camera. And then I'll go over here. Hello to Facebook again. Again, you're going to hear just a repetition of what I've just said to YouTube. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. I'll see you at 3 in the morning. Well, hopefully at 3 in the morning. It depends on how tired I am. I'll probably investigate then, just because it means tomorrow is freed up. I don't have to do an investigation at like 6 in the afternoon. My mum might be in. I don't know. It just clears up the day. It means that I can get on top of uploading stuff to not Facebook, uploading stuff to YouTube, and obviously in preparation for the weekend as well, because it's just tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday is when things start. You know, Friday's my birthday. That's when my birthday celebrations begin. So even though early Friday morning, I'm like, I can do a live. I cannot once I wake up on Friday. I can't do anything guaranteed at that point. So yeah, 3 in the morning or midnight on Friday in the early morning. But aside from that, nothing else can happen during that day until maybe Saturday early morning. But then there's still no guarantee. So yeah, so a couple more days, and then there might be a bit of a break at the weekend, but we'll get right back to it until about the 10th of November, maybe the 15th, as apparently the portal closes on the 10th. So we will see how it all goes. I'm looking forward to analysing it all, you know? Because that's a big point I make about how investigators investigate, but then they never seem to publicly analyse their results. Because the most we get, as far as I'm aware, is TV programs being really pushed out there. And, you know, they have a bit of a thing afterwards where they're like, oh, look, we caught this. Oh, look at what's this figure, as they're kind of going through the program. But there's never a proper breakdown, especially not if they're using stuff like Spirit Talker. They don't discuss, oh, this word came up X amount of times across this session, and this word came up this many times. They don't do a proper analysis. So this is why my investigations are very Spirit Talker based. And, you know, because I'm trying to do it as scientific as possible. And with Spirit Talker, it saves your words. It tells you the time the word was spoken at. This is as scientific as it gets, really, with the analysis of the gaps between words and how often words are being repeated. It's basically trying to find maths in paranormal investigation, which is not fun, but it's interesting. So that's all that really matters with it. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. I'll see you later on.